Okay, here we're solving quadratic equations by factoring. So a quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So basically when you have quadratic equations, or you have equations that have exponents other than 1, it's going to be basically a quadratic equation that you're going to have to solve by factoring. So what you do is you make sure that your equation is set equal to 0. It has to be set equal to 0 in order to factor, okay? So you set it equal to 0, and then you're going to factor. So if we look at this first example, x squared minus 13x plus 36 is equal to 0. The first line is already met because this equation is already equal to 0. And I know I'm going to have to factor it because I have a squared term. So it doesn't change your rules of solving basic linear equations. These are the rules you're going to have to follow in order to solve quadratic equations, because you're going to have to factor first. So it's set equal to 0, so now we can factor. So we're going to factor x squared minus 13x plus 36. So it's factors of 36 that'll give us 13. So then you're going to set each factor equal to 0. Remember, what are factors? Factors are things that are multiplied. So my two factors here are x minus 4 and x minus 9. So you're going to separate them. And you take each one and set it equal to 0. Well, these are basic linear equations that you know how to solve. So you are going to isolate the variable in each one. So x minus 4 equals 0. How do I get x by itself? I'm going to add 4 to both sides. Done. X minus 9 equals 0. I'm going to add 9 to both sides. Done. So my answer would be 4 and 9. And of course, you can always check equations by plugging it into the original problem and making sure you get a true statement back. On the second example, we have x squared minus 5x is equal to 24. You cannot just choose to factor here. You can only factor when the equation is set equal to 0. So you must get the 24 to the other side first. So to 24 to move to the side with the x squared and the 5x. It is positive now, so that means it is going to subtract. So we'll have x squared minus 5x minus 24. Realize there's no like terms, so we're just going to write it. So now that it is equal to 0, we can go to the next step, which is to factor. So I'm going to factor x squared minus 5x minus 24. Factors of 24, that'll give me a negative 5. These are your factor steps. You should know how to factor. I'm going to use 8 and 3. A negative 8, a positive 3. So I'm going to get x minus 8 equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. So plus 8 plus 8. Minus 3 minus 3. So I get 8 and negative 3 as my answers, and that is it. So that is how you solve quadratic equations by factoring. That's it.